Hello, tackle tacticianers. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. Today we're going to cover how to create water slide decals for your crankbait lures or your spinnerbait blades, what have you. It's a fairly simple process, but it can be confusing or a pain in the butt with my old computer here. I need to upgrade one of these days, but maybe I can make enough money selling these crankbaits or making videos that I can upgrade one day. But anyhow, let's get to it. It's a fairly simple process. I'm using a Cricut vinyl cutter, and I'm into the Cricut Design Space software. You can use it online, or you can download it to your computer. They even have the app where you can put it on your phone or tablet. But anyhow, what I'm going to start off with is I've already got an image that I've uploaded, which normally you just upload it here, which we'll cover that in another episode. But basically what I've got is I've already uploaded an image, and I've taken the background out, made it a clear background. Now, with this, this is because I've already had it up in there. I'm going to click customize, because we're going to print and actually cut the thing. If I go in there now and click on it, you'll see where it says basic cut. Well, if I go in there and hit basic cut, it's going to cut everything that's in the black. Well, we don't want that. We want to have an outline cut, so that way we can print it out, have the outline cut, and print it out on our computer. And basically, we're using the water slide decal paper that you can get from Amazon, Walmart, Office Depot. About everybody carries them. It comes about like a 10-pack sheet. Yeah, a little expensive per se, I guess, but you can get quite a few on there. Now, I'll cover in another video. Excuse me. I'll cover in another video of how I resize these to each crankbait that I'm going to actually apply it to. So what we're going to do is we got our image in here, and it's a clean background. I have a transparent background to it. You can get the clear paper, decal paper, or you can get with the white. The white would be good if you're using a full color. If you're making your image, such as a flower, what have you, that needs all the colors in it, the white will print all the colors on there, but you won't have that transparency. So I use the transparency on this one because I'm just doing black. Now, if I want to change the color to that, I can, but I'll have to do another software program, what have you, like Inkscape, what have you, to change that to a different color. But right now, we can actually cut this out as a stencil if you want, with a basic cut, which we'll show you that in another video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out so we can use it as a water slide. So what I want to do is I'm going to take it and change it from a basic cut down to print and cut. Okay, you can see it's thinned it out a little bit, and now we're going to go over here. Now we can see the weld results, whether print and cut. We're going to come up here to offset. Now we're going to click on offset. Now this might take a little bit because this computer's slow, plus the design software from Cricut, it can be a little slow itself, especially going through the internet. And I believe I'm connected to their website, because I have these saved on their website in the cloud, also on my computer. But it takes a little bit, so hopefully your computer's a little newer and it goes a little quicker. So I hate to bore you with this, but we're gonna pause for a second and then we'll come right back. Okay, here we go. It finally came back up. Now you see the little blue outline we have around our supposedly decal, and what that does is you can change. Now you can go with the rounded corners like I have here. You can go square depending on the item that you're wanting to cut out. Now you can actually change how fat it is around that area, so you can actually have it a little bit closer. Now if you go to set it to 0, then it gets it so close where it'll actually go inside of your decal, which it's fine and dandy. You can do it that way, but then you're going to have to deal with little pieces where the black is. You'll have to deal with that, make the flimsy little arms. Just keep it a little bit larger than that. Normally what I'll do is I'll go a little bit lower than this on some of them, but this one here, because of all the little fingers on it, I'm going to stay a little large, outside the parameter a little bit more. But I'm going to pause this for one more second, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now you see it shrank it down quite a bit, but see where it's dipped down in there, where I really don't want that, because then I have this piece here and this piece here, and I'm putting that on a lure, and I'm going to slide it off the paper onto that, and sometimes that might fold up or twist or what have you. So we're going to raise it back up just a little bit. Okay, now you see now it's actually increased the size of it. That's a 0.222, depending on what size. You just have to play around with it to see what you like. And then what I'll do is, now I'm happy with that to go on that lure, so it'll be a nice little cutout. So now I can go ahead and apply it. Now you see where it's actually turned it black here on the back side. Now if I take and click and I pull it, you can see I've pulled it away from there. So that's the outline where it's going to cut. We're going to return that back where it belongs. Now what I'll do is click on it again. If I go to print and cut, it's going to print everything black, everything gray. It's going to print this whole thing out, and it's not going to show up. It might, but we don't want that. So what we're going to do is going to go back up here to where the operation is, where it says print and then cut. Click on the black square there, and we can choose color. Now I'm going to go just white. Oops, so hang on. Let me back up here. I clicked on the wrong part of it. You can go over here and click on the offset, and then click on the white. And what it does is that produces a white background. So now if I pull it away, you can see the white background where it'll cut it out. That way it won't print, because the printer does not print white. So then we move that back into place. Then what we'll do is we'll come over here and we'll click it all one time, select them, and then what I'll do is flatten, and then boom, they're all together. Now you can go back in there, you can attach and then flatten, whatever. I always just flatten. Now what I want to do is I want to make a left and a right, so that way I have both sides. So now I'll just right click and I'll duplicate, so it gives me another one. Well, the only thing is it's the same as the left side. I need a right side, so all you have to do is just come up here and flip. Let me see, I can't remember. Oh no, we went the wrong way. Hey, one more time. Hey, there you go. All right, and now I can actually put these close together, and they're not touching, but the actual cutter, the Cricut, will cut around that whole outline, and this will be printed out, and you won't see the white. You just have the background here cut. The whole thing will be cut out for you. Now if I want to, because it gets costly. Whoops, let me get that back where I need to. Now let me click on both of them, and then guess what? I can duplicate. Well, let me do it again. Keep clicking on the wrong ones here. I can attach those because I'm done. So now those are together, and attach those. Now when I go to duplicate, I can duplicate several, line them up, then I go over to make, and as you see, I've got this listed as a stencil because I was using it as a stencil. I keep these saved in there, and anytime I need to, I get my stencil vinyl out. I get the blue. You can get different colors, whatever, but you can actually even use the clear index folders through Office Depot, Walmart, what have you. You can click that if you want more of a rigid, but I use the actual tape, the vinyl tape. This is blue. I can't remember the name of it. I'll see if I can't find a link and put it in the description. But then there you go. And I've got them all set on there, and all I have to do is continue, and guess what? It's going to cut them out. And then when I get done, boom, voila, I've gotten my decals all cut out, and then they'll be ready. Now the next step onto that, after I get them cut out, what I'll do is I'll take a little before I peel them off individually, I'll take the whole card normally off of the mat, and hopefully they don't tear completely. Actually, normally what I do, I'm getting ahead of myself. After I print, what I'll do is I'll print them out in full sheet. I'll take it over to the paint booth, and I'll spray a little clear matte 2K Rust-Oleum. It could be any kind of clear, but you want to kind of use matte. Now, if you use a high gloss, now it will print out little markers to line up for the cutter to view, to know the direction where it's at for the cutting pattern. So it'll have little black markers in the corners. Now, if you use a black gloss, or excuse me, a clear gloss, you might want to have to go over it with a marker on those little corners where it prints out that black, so it can see it, because the gloss interferes with the electronic eye, so the sensor, so it can't see it. So by going back over it with a black magic marker, it takes care of it, no problem whatsoever. I just found the matte finish is a lot quicker and easier. You don't have to put it on heavy, a light coat, and the reason why I do that is because it's a water slide. Even though I get the paper that is water slide, you can print and you don't have to worry about. No, you just go ahead and it's not worth the hassle of messing up a huge expensive piece of paper, all the work that you just did, print it out, and then you go to put it on your lure and you soak it in the water and all the ink comes off. So that's one little tip there, and I'll see about doing another little video of just how I do that, or I might even try to get in this video. I'm not too sure. Just depends on how it goes today. Anyhow, thank you for logging in and checking us out on the beautiful our YouTube channel. I hope this is a little bit better information, a little bit more in detail. I did get a comment from a gentleman. He has a cutter. He makes his own, but he does not have a way to cut them out properly. He didn't know about this feature, I guess, maybe. But hopefully, buddy, thank you for commenting and your emails. We've had some good discussions. So hopefully this will help you out and help everybody else out. And I'll put the link in on the how to apply the water decals, the slides, to your lures down in the description. So if you missed that, you can go to that and watch that as well. Thank you. Have a great day. Keep on keeping on, and make your lures shine like you do. Have a good day.